Hello and welcome to Ride Revolution. My name is Rich. This is your channel for all things rad electric rides, and today we're looking at something very rad, the Etwow GT X. This is a 27-mile-an-hour electric scooter that is ostensibly designed for commuting. It's very lightweight, easy to carry around, and a lot of fun to ride so far. So, without any further ado, let's get into the spec on this scooter. The Etwow GT Sport X weighs in at just 13 kilograms, putting it on the lightweight side for a scooter that can achieve speeds of nearly 30 miles an hour. And that's because this scooter is all about efficiency, delivering just about everything you need with nothing silly or superfluous. With 700 watts of peak power and at 13 kilos, it accelerates hard, and it gets to speeds that most will find exhilarating. Its 48 volt 10.5 amp hour Samsung battery is tiny and hidden at the base of the stem of the scooter, keeping the scooter light. Etwow claim it can deliver a range of up to 20 miles, but we'll test that later. The charge time of 4 hours means it could easily be ridden into work, charged up during your workday for you to then ride home. But the battery isn't removable, so this does mean that you have to take the scooter inside with you. Thankfully, with its small and low weight, that's not too hard. I'm sceptical as to how comfortable the scooter will be to ride, given the small 8-inch solid rubber tyres and what looks to be a low travel suspension, but we'll find out. The scooter has a 3-part braking system featuring an electronic front brake, a rear drum brake and a rear kick brake. Aside from all these physical components, it has a companion app allowing you to track and change certain settings on the scooter. The scooter has 4 speed modes, which I'll demonstrate in just a second, but before I do, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Yes, privately owned scooters are still illegal to ride on public roads in the UK. This should be changing soon so we can catch up with the rest of the world, but this scooter is available worldwide and I'm conducting today's tests on private land. Right, let's get moving. I started in power level 1 and I tried the Etwow GT Sport X in power level 1 for about 3 seconds before realising that it's ultimately pointless unless you want to go at walking pace, at which point it's like trying to ride a bike really slowly. It's harder to balance and it's just not much fun. So I immediately switched it up to power level 2, which was a big step up from 1, probably slightly too big a step up, maybe there should have been a power level in between. Power level 2 is pretty much everything you need for commuting or city riding. The Etwow's acceleration is still incredibly impressive even in this lower speed mode, until it hits 15 miles an hour, which is the max speed in this mode. You'll find that the front wheel, where the motor is located, can easily spin out under initial acceleration. This is a bit unnerving at first, but it does find its grip eventually, and actually, once I got used to it, I started to love the agginess of it. If you're looking for a commuter scooter that has a bit more to it, great suspension, incredible brakes, quick acceleration, then speed level 2 on this scooter is perfect. But if you want something that's pushing into performance scooter territory, well, let's talk about speed mode 3. In speed mode 3, the speed limit is raised to 30 km an hour and the acceleration goes even harder. It's where this scooter really becomes a lot of fun. It took me a little bit of time to be able to put my trust into the scooter, mainly because of how small and lightweight it is. It accelerates hard, brakes hard, and the responsiveness of those slim profile 8-inch wheels can easily be mistaken for twitchiness. But after 10 to 15 minutes of riding, you get to know it, you get comfortable with it, and actually, it behaves and handles very consistently without any quirks or surprises. In speed mode 4, there's no limit to the top speed, and it's possible to get it up to around 40 km an hour if you've got a bit of runway and you're not as heavy as I am. I've ridden scooters that would do more than twice that speed, but pushing up towards 40 km an hour feels incredibly fast on the Etwow. On high-speed scooters, you usually get a huge platform, chunky 12-inch wheels, and a high travel suspension, which even at high speeds can make it feel like you're flying along in a Rolls Royce. But the Etwow is more like driving a go-kart. It's agile, it feels very connected to the road, and as the rider, you feel well connected to the scooter. It's a bit of a sleeper in the sense that it looks so normal, but it's actually quite a thrilling ride. Now I've taken you through the speed modes, let's head back inside for a moment. Okay, so this is a first attempt at folding the scooter, so we'll see how smooth it is. Okay, so now we're on attempt 2 after being shown how to do it properly, and you need to pull this back and then lean the stem forward before then collapsing it. Although, I don't know what's wrong with me, but that's still not working. There is another way to do it, which is like that. So I would probably recommend that way of doing it, I think. Let's give that a go again. Let's try that again. So pull that down, push that forward, and then you get it into the folding position. So easy when you're taught how.
Most speed freaks would look at this and probably conclude that it's too small to be a serious high-performance scooter. But that's not the case. If anything, this scooter feels like it shouldn't be as fast as it is. It's exhilarating to go nearly 30 miles an hour on a pair of 8-inch tyres. I've ridden 8-inch tyre scooters that feel clanky and dangerous even at 15 miles an hour. I was sceptical about the suspension, but it's just right, and it takes away a lot of the downsides of having 8-inch wheels. The result is all upside. The upside of handling and how connected you feel to the scooter and the surface. This thing is an absolute blast to ride, and unless you're looking for a serious off-roader, I think it's got all the performance you could ever actually utilise on the road. I must say, I'm blown away by almost all of the components on it. The front brake is mad. Electronic brakes can often be a bit crap, but this one is almost too effective. And the rear drum brake is a lot of fun. If you're a child like me, then you'll enjoy locking it up on purpose. It's nice to know you can stop almost instantly by using the front and the rear brake together, but you will need to really sink your weight down into the scooter to avoid going over the handlebars because of how spicy that front brake is. I said earlier I was going to test the range, and it's worth mentioning that the older version of the scooter had a reputation for having a terrible range, literally just a few miles at top speed. This was because Etwow had used a subpar battery brand and the battery was incredibly small, a purposeful choice to keep the weight of the scooter low. But Etwow listened to the feedback, and in the GT Sport X, they've upgraded to a Samsung battery, which is still small, but does a lot better. I don't personally think that the claimed range of 20 miles is possible on this scooter unless you're in speed mode 1, at which point you could probably walk quicker. In my experience, the range was around 12 miles, which isn't terrible considering I was often riding in the unlimited speed setting. So, who's this scooter for? If you've been riding a 15-mile-an-hour scooter and you've gotten bored of it, then this could be the scooter for you. If you're in the UK, then I recommend buying from the guys at Personal Electric Transport, who loaned me the scooter for testing. They offer a 2-year warranty and have the best scooter repair workshop in the UK. I'll put links to all the places you can buy this scooter in the description of this video below. Thanks for watching so far. Now, time for a final word.
Well, not gonna lie to you guys, this one is a little bit wild. It's, I would say, recommended for very confident riders, not recommended so much if you're just looking for a commuter scooter. It's lightweight, it's really great to ride, the suspension's amazing, but I think you need that confidence in that kind of front wheel drive, the way it spins and pulls under high acceleration, and the brakes are sharp. So if you're a confident rider and you're looking for something lightweight and portable, this is great. Downsides, no removable battery, but it's so light and so compact you can carry it into your home anyway and charge it inside. And the suspension on the rear, I mean, I was gonna say that's a downside, but it's all pretty good actually. It's a bit stiffer than the front, but it's not necessarily a problem. One downside is the front brake is incredibly responsive and incredibly powerful. So as I've already talked about a little bit, I was using the rear brake more, which still has good stopping distance. You can then feather the front brake, but again, you need to be a confident rider and have ridden a few scooters, I think, to really, or ridden this for a while, to really kind of like get a feel for that, because if you just slam on that front brake, you're going to be in trouble. But anyway, look, thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this helpful. This is a new channel that we're getting started just for things like this. We just want to have some fun and help you decide what you want to ride. So subscribe if you enjoyed it. If you've got any questions, drop a comment, and most importantly, have a great day. Thanks for watching. See you soon.